We will start our problem number third. Rajaram, Tukaram and Sakaram were in partnership, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1 respectively. On 31st March 2020, their balance sheet was under liability side capital Rajaram's 1,22,500, Tukaram's 52,500, Sakaram 25,000, total of the capital 2 lakhs. General reserve 30,000, loan from Bank of India secured 45,000, bills payable 25,000, sundry creditors 12,500. Asset side, cash at bank 25,000, sundry assets 2 lakh 12,000, drawing, Rajaram's drawing 25,000, Tukaram's drawing 25,000 and Sakaram's drawing 12,500. Last lectures I rectified this amount. Previously it was 25,000. Now you have to change in your problem. Sakaram's drawing 12,500. The total drawing 62,500. Total of the assets and liabilities side 3,12,500. Additional information, rupees 12,000 has to be provided for realization expenses. The following net realization were made: 15th April 2020 rupees 20,000, 30th April 2020 rupees 10,000, 10th May 2020 rupees 67,500, 19th May 2020 rupees 65,000. The actual realization expenses were rupees 12,500. Prepare a statement showing distribution of cash by applying excess capital method. Now friends, whenever we will solve any particular sum regarding the piecemeal distribution of the cash, you should keep in your mind some important facts. It is whenever we have to start any particular problem regarding piecemeal distribution, what we have to start, what we have to keep in our mind. First of all, how many partners? There were 3 partners. Then their ratios. Here, Rajaram, Tukaram, Sakaram. These 3 partners are there. Their ratios are 3 is to 2 is to 1. Now they are provided this particular line 3 is to 2 is to 1, this particular ratio. Sometime what happened if they are not provided the ratio? They says that Rajaram, Tukaram, Sakaram were in partners. If the problem is silent about the ratio, they are not provide the information whether what type of ratio is there among the partners. That time we have to assume that profit sharing ratio is equal. These things you have to keep in mind. Whenever the problem is silent about the profit sharing ratio, that time we have to assume that profit sharing ratio is equal. But in our problem, they are provided the ratio 3 is to 2 is to 1. Then after that, we will think about the what kinds of liabilities are there. We have a loan from Bank of India, bills payable and creditors. These 3 liabilities are there. And drawing means the personal expenses of the partner. Drawing always deducted from the capital. So these things you have to keep in mind. These kinds of information is there. So this basis we will prepare our excess capital and we will find out the final excess capital. For that purpose, we know that we will apply 5 steps. So what are the 5 steps are there that we are going to discuss? Now, friends, we have to prepare statement of excess capital. For that purpose, we have to draw the columns, steps, particulars, uh, three partners name, Rajaram, Tukaram, and Sakaram. You know that the name of the partners. I already informed that you should write your question on your notebook. I hope you already wrote the question in your notebook. So at least you should know about the which kinds of question going on. तुम्ही नोटबुक मध्ये क्वेश्चन लिहिला असेल तर क्वेश्चन लिहिला असेल तर तुमच्या वहीत असेल. आता आपण सोल्युशन स्टार्ट करणार आहोत. त्यामुळे आपल्याला समजेल का आपण कुठला क्वेश्चन करतोय आणि कुठलं सोल्युशन लिहायचंय. The question should be understand first, then you can understand the solution. Now, first of all, we should write here profit sharing ratio. Now, profit sharing ratio, it is 3 is to 2 is to 1. Profit sharing ratio, it is 3 is to 2 is to 1. 3 is to 2 is to 1. Now, friends, one of your sister, she prepared the statement of excess capital and she disclosed the answers on WhatsApp group also, not on WhatsApp, my personal WhatsApp. She WhatsApp me and she is your sister. एक तुमच्या क्लास मधली तुमची बहीण तिने स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एक्सेस कॅपिटल तयार केलं आणि मला पर्सनली व्हॉट्सअप केलं आणि तिचं ते आन्सर राईट आहे. सी दॅट शी डिड, तिने केलं म्हणजे तुम्हाला पण करता आलं पाहिजे कारण ती तुमची बहीण आहे. Okay, so profit sharing ratio, we understand, we know that in our question, profit sharing ratio is there. Now, first thing what we have to do, we have to calculation of what we have to calculate, adjusted capital. Adjusted capital, it means AC. We have to calculate. And for that purpose, we have to use capital balance. Capital balance. Now, friends, if you see the liability side, capital is there, capital balances are there. You know that. So what are the capital balances? Liability sides capital, Rajaram's capital, how much? So it is a 1,22,500. Then Tukaram's capital 52,500. Sakaram's capital 25,000. I hope you understood capital. After getting capital, we will deduct drawing. Drawing is a personal capital, personal expenses. Drawing is a personal expenses of the partners. Personal expenses always deducted from capital. Personal expenses always deducted from capital. Asset side la drawing delay. How much amount of Rajaram's drawing? 25,000. Then Tukaram's drawing also 25,000 and Sakaram's drawing 12,500. We deduct. Then after that, we have to add general reserve. General reserve added as per their profit sharing ratio. As per their profit sharing ratio. Now friends, general reserve ची amount किती आहे? 30,000. General reserves value 30,000. त्या 30,000 ला आपण मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. राजाराम's ratio 3 and divide by total of the profit sharing ratio, that is 6. So 30,000 into 3 divided by 6. So you will get the general reserve of Rajaram. How much will come? It is 15,000. Then Tukaram's 30,000 into 2 divided by 6. How much will be the general reserve of Tukaram? 10,000. Then Sakaram's general reserve 30,000 into 1 divided by 6. Find out the value of Sakaram's general reserve 5,000. मी ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्म केलंय, प्रत्येकाने कॅल्क्युलेटर वापरून अमाउंट बघा. You have to find out the value by using the calculator. Now you have to find out adjusted capital. Now how we will find out? 1,22,500 minus 25,000 plus 15,000. The value will come 1,12,500. Tukaram 52,500 minus 25,000 plus 10,000. Value will be 37,500. Sakaram's adjusted capital 25,000 capital minus drawing 12,500 less minus drawing 12,500 and add general reserve 5,000. The value will be 17,500. I hope you understood how we will get the adjusted capital. After getting adjusted capital, we have to calculate calculation of what? Calculation of unit capital. Unit capital we have to calculate. How we will calculate unit capital? What will be the formula? The adjusted capital divide means divide sign that we have to keep here, divide by profit sharing ratio. So you will get unit capital. So now we have to find out adjusted capital of the Rajaram 1,12,500 divide by profit sharing ratio of Rajaram 3. Then here Tukaram's adjusted capital 37,500 divided by 2 and Sakaram's adjusted capital 17,500 divided by 1. Now you have to find out unit capital. Unit capital. So find out, use your own calculator, find out the value of unit capital UC. So here 37,500 is the unit capital of the Rajaram. Tukaram's unit capital 18,750. and Sakaram's unit capital 17,500. After getting unit capital, after getting unit capital, what will be the next step? The next step will be we have to calculate base capital. Calculation of base capital. Now, how we will calculate base capital? What will be the formula to calculate the base capital? So it's very simple. Lowest lowest unit capital. Lowest unit capital is a base capital. Now, which one is a which unit capital is the lowest? 37,500, 18,750, and 17,500. Which one is the lowest? Here, Sakaram's unit capital is lowest. So this lowest unit capital 17,500 will be considered as a base capital. So 17,500 is a base capital. Then we have to calculation of what we have to calculate? Proportionate capital. Proportionate capital, PC. How we will calculate the proportionate capital? What will be the formula? AC minus PC. AC minus PC. AC means adjusted capital, and here it's not a AC minus PC. It's adjusted BC multiplied by BC multiplied by profit sharing ratio. This particular formula is there for proportionate capital. AC minus PC is not a formula of proportionate capital. BC means base capital multiplied by profit sharing ratio. Now, Rajaram's base capital, you know that the everyone has the same base capital 17,500. So 17,500 into 3. Rajaram's ratio is 3. 17,500 into 2. Tukaram's ratio 1. Sorry, 2. And Sakaram's ratio 1. 17,500 into 1. To find out the proportionate capital, Rajaram's proportionate capital 52,500. Tukaram's proportionate capital 35,000. And Sakaram's proportionate capital 17,500. So we got here proportionate capital of Rajaram 52,500, Tukaram 35,000, and Sakaram 17,500. After getting this proportionate capital, what we have to do? We have to calculate. We have to calculate excess capital. Calculation of excess capital. Now, how we will calculate excess capital? For that purpose, we have to use AC adjusted capital minus proportionate capital. Now, adjusted capital. Rajaram's adjusted capital was 1,12,500. Adjusted capital 1,12,500 minus Rajaram's proportionate capital 52,500. Then Tukaram's adjusted capital 37,500 and proportionate capital 35,000. Then Sakaram's adjusted capital 17,500, proportionate capital also 17,500. Okay, now friends, we have to find out excess capital. Now deduct this value 1,12,500 minus 52,500. The rest of the value will be 60,000. So Rajaram's excess capital 60,000. Tukaram's excess capital 2,500 and Sakaram's excess capital nil. Okay friends, see that here one partner holding 60,000 amount of excess capital, another partner holding 2,500 amount of excess capital, and Sakaram hold zero amount of excess capital. It means there is no excess capital for Sakaram, but Rajaram and Tukaram, both the partner hold some amount of excess capital, that is 60,000 and 2,500 respectively. Now friends, again I repeated same things. Whenever the two or more partners holding final excess capital, that time we will repeat step number 1 to step number 5 again. When we repeat the step number 1 to step number 5, whenever the two or more partners holding excess capital, that time we will repeat step number 1 to step number 5. Here also Rajaram and Tukaram, both the partner holding the excess capital. Therefore, we are repeating the step number 1 to step number 5 again. So here Sakaram we will not consider, only two partners figures we will consider for applying step number 1 to step number 5. Now we will consider new adjusted capital. New adjusted capital. The water excess capital of the Rajaram 60,000 and Tukaram 2,500. Same amount we will consider as a new adjusted capital. Second step is calculate the unit capital. The same step we have to consider here. New unit capital. New unit capital. How we will calculate new unit capital? Yes. How we will calculate? Again, we have to use AC divided by profit sharing ratio. Now, new AC is 60,000 divided by profit sharing ratio 3. The 60,000 divided by 3. So, how much amount will come? 60,000 divided by 3. So, amount of the new unit capital 20,000. And here 2,500 divided by 2. 2,500 divided by 2. Amount will come 1250. I hope you understood how we will get this. Here we will consider new adjusted capital and we have to divide profit sharing ratio. So new adjusted capital 60,000 and profit sharing ratio of Rajaram 3, so we will get 20,000. Then Tukaram's new adjusted capital 2,500 divided by profit sharing ratio 2, you will get 1250. The new unit capital of Rajaram 20,000 and Tukaram 1250. After getting these, then we have to find out base capital. Third step was base capital. The same things we have to find out. New base capital. Now, you know that lowest unit capital is a base capital. If you see the step number third, same things we have to repeat. Lowest unit capital. The new unit capital, which one is the lowest? The 1250 is the lowest. The lowest will be considered as a new base capital. After getting new base capital, we will find out new proportionate capital. New proportionate capital, how we will find out? So base capital into profit sharing ratio. Base capital into profit sharing ratio. New base capital 1250. Profit sharing ratio multiply by profit sharing ratio 3. So 1250 into 3. The amount will be 3,750 and Tukaram's value 2,500. 1250 into 2 and 1250 into 3. Then next step. Next step is excess capital. How we will get the excess capital? AC minus PC. So here new adjusted capital 60,000 and new proportionate capital 3750. The rest of the value will be how much? 60,000 minus 3750. So you will get 56,250 and here 2,500 new adjusted capital minus new proportionate capital also 2,500. The value will be nil. So this particular value we can say that final excess capital. Now here if you see the only one partner, only one partner holding, only one partner holding 56,250. Therefore, we can say that we will stop here and we will consider it is a final excess capital. कारण एकच पार्टनर त्याच्याकडे फक्त 56,250 आहे. बाकी तुकाराम नील झालेला आहे. त्यामुळे फायनल एक्सेस कॅपिटल इथे स्टॉप होतो आणि पुढे आपण स्टेप्स वाढवू शकत नाही. I hope you understood this. Okay, do you have any doubt, any problem? You can ask. तुम्हाला कोणाला डाऊट असेल तुम्ही मला विचारू शकता. It's very simple to calculate. Any doubt you can ask. Okay, so after getting this final excess capital, now we have to prepare order of payment. We have to prepare the order of payment. Order of payment is very important. Now friends, in our problem, if you see that we have a loan from Bank of India, it is a secured loan, then bills of exchange, sorry, bills payable is there, and sundry creditor is there. So these particular payment of liabilities we have to pay first. Then after that we will pay to the capital values. Now how we will prepare our order, that we are going to discuss right now. How we will prepare the order of payment, that we are going to discuss. Now first of all, if you see the in our problem, they are provided one sentence, and this sentence is very important. Rupees 10,000 has to be provided for realization expenses. Rupees 10,000 has to be provided for realization expenses. It means what? This particular partnership firm keep 10,000 rupees for the realization expenses. It is not actual realization expenses, but they keep 10,000 amount as a realization expense. So whatever provision they prepare, that particular provision we have to consider while preparing the order of payment. The first order, whenever we have to write the order, first of all, we have to give provision for realization rupees 10,000. Always you have to keep in mind, whenever we have to do the order, if any provision for realization expenses is there, that you have to give first preference for payment purpose. Then if you see the our liabilities side, loan from Bank of India, it is a secured loan is there. In bracket, if you see that they are mentioned secured loan. The loan from Bank of India, loan from Bank of India, we have to pay paid loan from Bank of India. How much amount is there? It is 45,000. Then after that, we have to pay bills payable and creditors. Bills payable and creditors. How much amount is there? 25,000 and rupees 12,500. This particular figures, this particular liability, we have to pay as per the proportionate, because these are unsecured liability, bills payable and creditors. This is not a paper